Hello, welcome to the Aikido Virtual Dojo channel. I'm Durward.
I'm Marcin.
You'll notice my friend Marcin is blindfolded today, and that's because we're going to be taking a look at blind practice or blindfolded practice, and maybe you might call it practice in the dark. And so opening up our senses beyond our vision. We get so focused looking at things with our visual world that we sort of lose contact with our other senses. So one way to be able to get more into a feeling practice, more sensory practice, is to work with blindfolds. And whoa! And as you see, it's very possible for him to develop his senses even with the blindfold on. So let's take a look at how we can practice in this way.
So the first exploration we do sometimes in the training with our students that we want to share with you today is just having a physical connection, a point where we can connect when we can feel into the body of our partner. And we have to read the moment when he starts moving at us. So this will be a simple exercise. I will ask Durward to hold my shoulder here. And as he will start moving his other hand towards me, I will be just signaling, okay, I can sense the movement now. I know that you started moving, okay? Let's give it a try. So now I'm blindfolded, I can see his movements. I have to feel into his body, and now actually I will shut up because I need to focus on the movement. So there are a few ways of doing it. I can be signaling with my hand. I can be also saying now or stop. Now. 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 Actually, through this exercise, I'm trying simply to develop my sensitivity of my body, of my system, feeling the other system, how it is moving. And this would be a very basic exercise for this.
So I'm going to be wearing the bandana this time. And to kind of do another step in this practice, you don't have to have a bandana. You can just simply close your eyes if you feel comfortable with that. But just to make it a little bit more obvious, we will be using a bandana. Or you can use whatever you'd like, or you can actually even turn off the lights in your own room. So the next step then would be to try and feel at what level my partner is going to attack or touch from. So as he makes contact with the shoulder, we'll begin in the same way that we did before. A nice, good, solid contact where I can feel my partner and feel his body. And as he begins to do it, he's either going to give me an attack from high, or attack from medium, or attack from low, or high, mid, and low. And I'm going to try and feel, if I can, what level he's attacking from. Okay, so there's kind of a high level. Little bit lower, okay. And I may not get it perfect, okay, at least not in the beginning, but we'll just try it. There's a medium. Ooh, there's a low. Okay, high. And so you start to get a little bit of a sense with it. Low. Medium. Okay. And as you work with one partner, then what would be good eventually is to work with several different partners so that you can get a feel for the different dynamics. Oh, you got me.
Being able to read your partners or your opponents, depending on the situation, if you train or if you're in a real situation, but being able to read your partner's movement can be very useful, because in a jiwasa what happens quite often is that as we are turning, going around each other and so on, there are moments when my partner is behind my back and I cannot really see him. So it's good if I can read his movements and go with it, react to it, before I turn around and actually get to see it when it's maybe too late. One thing about this kind of practice is that because I cannot see the attacks coming, so before we get into physical contact, I might want to extend a little bit the space that I control, be a bit wider with my hands movements and so on, so that I can catch the attack early on or provoke the attack early on and have some time from the physical contact until I have to start moving. So let's have a look at this in a blindfolded jiwaza kind of. And I want to stay in contact, of course, because when I project Durward and I lose the contact, I have to restart again from scratch. So as much as possible, I want to keep contact and maybe control him in the immobilization.
This is really only one particular way to practice with a blindfold or with the eyes closed and opening up the senses. There are so many different ways to develop this and to practice in this way. So this is just one entry point or one way to do this. So you may look again in the future at our channel to see if we've put up any more videos about this type of practice. There are lots of different ways to practice with this, with the eyes closed or in the dark. So I'm going to do a little bit of jiwaza as well and just kind of explain a little bit about different ideas or different things that can come up while you're doing blindfold jiwaza. Okay? So essentially, once you have the eyes closed, then again you need to open up to your senses, obviously hearing and feeling and touch, but there's just a sense of reaching out into the space and kind of being open to any attack that can come. And then any senses that I can use to feel my partner and feel into the space, feeling what's going to go on, feeling his body. Okay? And so this is really what we're trying to develop here. And whether you get it right or wrong is not really the issue here, but more of a sense of a feeling practice, developing your senses. Okay? Obviously, like Marcin had said before as well, keeping your partner in contact is very helpful. And just allowing yourself to move in response to the attacks that come in. Okay, so look for more and other ways that you can practice with the eyes closed.
If you like our video, give us a thumb up and share it with your friends. You can also subscribe to receive notifications about new videos being published. More information is available in the channel description as well as through the links section.